Welcome. Welcome. I'm going to tell everyone that I am live. Hope you're all good. Welcome to the stream. Bum, bum, bum. Right. Let's tell the gram. Let's get the link quickly. Adnan. I'm very good, thank you. How are you, my man? How are you? So we have just had a closure below this most recent resistance on the half an hour, yes, but look at the 15-minute, we had this support, we closed with no bottom wick, failed to break the previous high or low, so I'm not looking to enter anything at this point. Glad you're okay. Yeah, I do see some all-time new highs ahead for sure, definitely. I would like to see all-time new highs. We were like 40 pips away earlier. Oh, just... oh, awesome. That's nice. Nice little pullback. Wouldn't mind at all if we could break this previous wick high now. Taking out the lows, no bottom wick. If we can break that previous wick high, continue on up. We'll see what we get. Good luck. Right, nearly told all the gang. Awesome. I think we're all good now, guys. Right, we're set. How's all your days been today so far? Any trades for you guys today? I haven't had anything today. Not any setups that I particularly liked. Always been a red flag when I've seen a setup. The only half decent thing was this reverse MC play at this point. Now just dealing with this, working with this. New resistance formed. 293899. It's a 15-minute chart. Did have this support formed. At 293417. However, we just did get very slight closure below, but we finished with no bottom wick. And we couldn't break the previous high or low, which is also a red flag for me. The only thing that I'd like now is because now we've broken the previous low, I would ideally like it more if we broke the previous low on the half an hour first and then flip bullish and take out the previous high, then I'll expect price to continue up on bullish. That's what I'd like. I'm considering 293166. Yeah, we can use that as a no trade range as well, and then 293990. Yeah, very similar to me. I did like this support as well, just based off the fact that we have got a 20 pip range as well. So I like that. If we don't get an entry, no clean setup from that point, then yep, I'm in agreement with you that this is the no trade range. For now though, I'm just going to leave my support there with a slight closure below. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Can you add text for M25? Text. Visualization. Can you make it bigger? No, it's not very good, is it? Oh well. Better when it's so much nicer and cleaner on TradingView, for sure. Welcome, guys. If you just joined us, welcome, guys. Obviously, we've got this no trade range we're looking at the moment. As you can see, we did create. I'll actually run through my thoughts with you in a minute. First of all, we did actually have this as a no trade range. We did get the candle closure above, as you see on this candle. Oh, this candle here. We've got the candle closure above, but should you take the buys at the break of the previous wick high? Here, should you take the buy? No, no. Why not? Because we've already moved from the bottom of the range to the top of the range for our closure, and we've already moved that far bullish in one direction, moving over 60 pips. So if you take the buys after moving so far bullish from the bottom of the range to the top of the range, it's a big red flag. So you just got to wait patiently. At that point, we did close back in the range, meaning we do have a fake out. However, again, at the time, the period of consolidation that we had on the half an hour, really ugly. Really ugly. So really wasn't interested in taking any sales. It was just too risky at that point. And look at the hourly. Very small bodies and big wicks. It's not my favorite ever setup, so wasn't interested. But now, yeah, using that as a no trade range now, using that as a new fresh resistance. And then we've currently got support. We did just close below support ever so slightly on this previous candle. You can see here. But if you look very closely, we had no bottom wick, and we failed to break the previous high or the previous low on the candle, previous candle to that. So it's another red flag. The only thing that I will like is now we have taken out the previous lows, enticed sellers into the market. If we can now break the previous high, I will like buys to continue on up. So that's my plan. That's my plan if we get it. We've only got 6 minutes left on this candle. So we'll see how we go. Anyone else taking any trades today? Pin the market, good afternoon. How are you today? Another red flag as well. On this closure below. Very low volume. Very low volume closure below. Taking sales would be a big mistake. In the market, of course, I took some trade at Asian session. Or did you take the buys? Beautiful buys earlier on. This is my favorite setup here. Really nice setup. We had this period, we had this resistance, support, closed weak bullish at resistance, then broke the previous low of that candle. Flipped bullish, break the previous high, lovely entry, and then take the buys on the way up. Oh, beautiful. But unfortunately, that's when I'm sleeping. In the market, I've passed phase 2 of my 50k giveaway account. Let's go. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. On to your work on the first payout now. Round of applause in the market. Past phase 2 50k giveaway account. Well done. That is really good achievement. So well done, you. Not the nicest price action at the moment. Volume's not adding up. Horrible candlesticks. 3 minutes left on the candle. Not looking too pretty. Is this your first funded account? If so, then I'll get some advice that I'll give to you is honestly all you can do now. We've passed your phase 1, you passed your phase 2, phase 3 as well if it was a phase 3 account. The best thing you can do now is just stick to your plan. Do exactly the same as what you're doing, because there's a massive psychological barrier and a change when you get to the funded account. It can be such a detriment to your trading. Like just me telling you this, hopefully this will prevent you from doing anything silly. Because all of a sudden you think, oh god, it's real now. I can get real money for my first payout. And that can send some traders into panic. You enter a trade and it starts going into drawdowns. You think, oh, I'll close out. And then you close too early, and then it goes in your direction anyway, and you think, oh, why did I close out? So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like absolutely smashing it. And now as well, maybe another tip as well. You've got your funded account now, right? 50k, like that's a big account. You can even half your lot sizes now. Rather than risking 1 to 2% a trade, you can just risk 0.5% a trade if you want, 0.25%, because you're still going to get a healthy amount of pips, healthy amount of profit from a 50k account. Lucas, which session do you prefer? What do you think about volume during London session? I prefer the London session. Today wasn't great, but I do prefer the London session. That's when I get up in the morning, do my analysis, do my live streams with my group, Market Cruiser, and volume in the London session is good. January is good. Much higher than Asian. It's a good volume session. Typically New York session is a little bit more because of the news events it holds. However, London is very good volume. We normally do get good setups. So to answer that, yeah, I'd say London's my favourite. New York, you can get bigger moves after news or just before news. Don't trade the news, of course. That's gambling, but you can get some big moves, loads of volume spikes during New York. That also makes it very volatile, so a bit more risky. But if you've got good technical analysis, good risk management, you can get some good moves in New York. So I like them both. At the end of the day, I trade both. Yeah, if I've got my win in the London session, I won't really concentrate on the New York session. 1 to 2% a day is all you need. Pin the market, not my first, but I chose advice because my first live funded account funded failure was not good. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, you understand. You fully understood what I meant anyway. Then you know what I was talking about because you've been through it. So yeah, no worries, man. Lucas, I'm thinking about switching to New York because of after Trump is back. This New York is insane. Yeah, I mean, like, gold is just insane since Trump. Gold is just insane since Trump. So we're going to have a good 4 years, guys. Again, closure below. We just have another closure below. Again, I'm not interested because look how small the body is. Low volume again. Small body. And then this next candle is just going with no top wick. So there's nothing we can do at this point. So just having to stay patient. Wait for a setup. If we again, I'd like it because we're decreasing in volume to the bearish side. Price action is not great, but if we can flip now and break the previous high, I'll expect price to continue on up, and this will be a nice liquidity grab to the downside, enticing some more sellers into the market. Continue up on the bullish run that we've been on. So that is something I'll look out for. If not, I'll be just adjusting this no trade range into this support here. And it looks like that. Just when you see this candle not breaking the previous high or low, bad candlestick action. Again, rubbish candlestick action, and then now no top wick, just driving. Not great price action, guys. So yeah, what we will have to do now is adjust our support zone as so. Wait for closure. Thanks, mate. Keep it up. Keep up, mate. Thank you. Will do. Yeah, not a lot you can do about that drive down. Just nothing. No entries, no clean entries. Hourly setup's quite nice, but come over to 15 for your entries. Wasn't as clean. May have missed a setup here. Don't remember that happening. Nice 15 pips. I'm not sure how that candle formed. It wasn't at the screen at that point. But we had the fake out, and if we did break that previous high and break the previous low, that was a really nice sell-off there. That's the only thing I can see at the moment. Which would be really nice. It ties in with this impulse entry of the hourly. Lovely liquidity grab to the upside. Nice upper wick and then break the previous low. Nice entry there. But again, it wasn't really anything off the 15-minute apart from that MC play. If that did take out the previous high and then break the low. But yeah, again, we had this support here. Not really any entries, guys, and now we're just driving no bottom wick. So not a lot we can do at that point. Just going to update my group as well, unless in case they're not able to make the stream. Analysis was great. Analysis was great in the fact that yes, we had a candle closure below our most recent support, and we now have had that whole move, that whole trade worked out lovely. But was the entry clean? I'm not going to be that guy that says I've entered this trade just because it's gone bearish. I'm not that person, right? This was not a clean entry. If you took themselves, it's not clean. You can go off for half an hour because you've got the closure below, and then the next candle just drove. But looking clean on the 15-minute, you're looking into more detail. This candle didn't break the previous high or low. Bad price action, bad candlestick action. The next candle, also, keep an eye on that candle. The breakout candle had lower volume than the previous one, which is also a bad sign. The next candle prints, really small bearish, smaller than the previous candles, still low volume. There's no entry there. And there's no indication that this candle here with no top wick is going to drive down like that, because you've got smaller and smaller candles, bad price action, bad candlestick analysis, and you've got really low volume. There's no indication that that's going to have a big volume spike to the downside. It's just probably liquidity grab. We'll see. All about analyzing the candlesticks. Why has that gone off my phone, I wonder? We haven't got... Oh, PPI was yesterday. Yeah, today we got core retail sales and retail sales. As you said, yeah, 1:30 p.m. GMT, so 1 hour 46 minutes. So we got plenty of time before then. I will say before, half an hour before the news event, I stopped trading and let the news event play out. Bad price action, low volume breakouts, and poor candle. Yeah, like we said, there's just no reason for this push down apart from a liquidity sweep. Hence the rejection right now. We've got 7 minutes left to the candle ends, so we'll see. God will grab either of the liquidity to move. Yeah, 100%. I would much prefer if we do continue up on bullish on this move. So I'm really hoping this is a nice liquidity grab to move up. We do have to wait for a nice confirmation, a nice entry. Gold was so close to all-time new highs. If we do re-break that current high, I would love 28 pips away from all-time new highs. So I'd love for us to break this current high on a daily to continue up on bullish. Do. Do you consider, Nikola Tesla, do you consider fixed lot size per trade or fixed percentage? I risk about 1 to 2% per trade, right? So on this 100k account, as you can see, I've got the 5 lots ready. 100k account. Let's just extend that range on here as well. So as you can see, like from all the results here, I do a 5 lot, around a 5 lot, because I know in my head a 5 lot, if I lose 10 pips, is $500, which is 0.5%. So if I have a 20 pip stop loss, I know that that is 1%, $1,000. So yeah, it's got to work it out. Like that's my maths. So I like sticking with a fixed lot size. But if I need to have a bigger stop loss, like 50 pips, and it goes over 2%, I'll lower my lot size to like a 4 lot. But as you can see from my results, I'm happy, you know, getting 0.5%, 1%, you know, and it's just consistently got a loss there for 1.2%. Didn't change the plan. Stuck to my analysis. Nothing changes. Sometimes you get really nice runners. Gets you nice up to the 1% mark, 2% mark, you know. Yeah, really happy at the moment. Really nice consistency. That's all it is, staying consistent with your plan. There was a nice sell-off here, right? I could have got 3% in that trade. Did I rush into it though? Did I want to take it? No, wasn't planning on taking it because it's not part of my plan. That candle telling me not to get any sales. The volume was horrible. Couldn't break the previous high or low. So yeah, lots of red flags for me. It's just about not FOMOing and changing your bias. Just stick to your plan and your strategy. But buyers need to be careful now, as trends can change at any time. 100%, especially on gold as well. When you get these big liquidity grabs, you have to be extra careful. That's why I'm so patient in my trading. So conservative and so patient. I want to wait for my perfect setups only. So most of the time, you use a fixed lot size when the stop loss is smaller than 20 pips. Yeah, sometimes I might risk like 1.5, 2% per trade. So it might be a bit bigger. But yeah, roughly, I will always do around a 5 lot. Especially with the volume in gold at the moment, it's so big, so... Just staying patient for now, guys. 2 minutes left to this candle closure. In a tricky spot at the moment with the 4 hour. Because we have broken the previous highs. We've now come back, reversed, flipped, and then broke the previous lows. Now, as soon as we break the previous lows, you should expect price to continue up on down, right? But we haven't. We've rejected straight away. Because we are on the daily, we are bullish. On the weekly, we are bullish. So it's in a bit of a tug of war at this point. Even if we slightly close below here, I'm not interested. No way, not off that big rejection wick with no top wick. We close below here, big rejection wick. And the fact that we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bearish candles in a row, way too risky to take a sell at this point. Just got to wait. Get paid to wait. Nice to see the volume picking up again on this current candle. Yes, it's not clean. Yeah, there we have it then. Got closure below. Is it a good idea to take a sell at this point? Absolutely not. No top wick drive. I've got higher volume now, which is nice, but we've moved so far bearish in one direction already. Not nearly 100 pips. To take a sell now would be criminal. This is where FOMO traders come in. We are not FOMO traders. We wait for patiently for a setup. Be nice if we could form like a nice new support at this point. Form a new support. Oh. Even if it's a weak bullish support, we can form a new support, right? And then take the continuation sells if we break the previous low, if the volume's on our side. We we have to wait for that setup to come. We may form like a weak bullish or weak bearish candle at this point. We can then take out the previous highs, the previous wick, and continue to break down and break the previous lows. Nice MC play. We've got these lovely clean candles to the left that we can fill. So just always thinking about situations that might happen. Beetha, good to see you, man. How are you today? Guys, whilst you're on the stream, it would be really helpful. Make sure you leave a like. That'd be really helpful. Helps me out. Helps Funding Frontier out as well. That'd be great if you could leave a like on the stream. Make sure you're subscribed as well, of course. Chowla, hello, hello, hello. How are you today? How are you? Good to see you. I'm good, brother. You are too? Yeah, good to hear, man. Good to hear. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Very well. No trades so far yet. Just staying patient. We had a nice candle closure below our most recent support. However, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bearish candles below in a row. We moved over 100 pips. It's way too risky to take the sell at this point. Had a similar situation as well. We closed below this support at this area, but again, this candle that closed below, really horrible, ugly looking. No bottom wick. Couldn't break the previous high. Couldn't break the previous low. Really low volume. So yeah, no safe setup so far. Of course, one of the biggest things in trading is, but Ryan, if you did take the sell, it went down. You would have won. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. You have to wait for your setups. You have to have all the green flags. If you've got some red flags in there, I guarantee you, if you take that setup 20 more times, take that setup 100 more times, you'll lose more than you win. It's probably got like a 30-40% probability of carrying on bearish at that point. If you get that no bottom wick, couldn't break the previous high or previous low, you're not going to have a high probability of that playing out all the time. What do I think about psychology in trading? It is probably the hardest part of trading, to be honest. Psychology. One of the hardest aspects of trading is your psychology. That's what I think about it. Of course, it's hard. No, if you've got the technical analysis down to a T, you know what you're doing in the markets. You've got your strategy. You've got your setups. You've got your technical analysis down. You know, like basic fundamentals, going Forex Factory, checking the news, and you know what's going on in the world to do with your currency. If you've got that down to a T, right, that's that part of the battle done. Like you know how to trade. That's 20% of the battle, and then I think the other 80% of becoming consistently profitable is your psychology. It's such a hard, tough mental battle, and you have to and it comes with experience, right? You train your brain, and everyone's different. Some people it take you know, 4, 5, 6 months, and they've got their psychology on point, right? They become numb to trading. When I say numb to trading, I mean more like fluid in the market psychologically, because no one's going to be completely numb to it, right? Everyone's a human. Humans have emotions, so you're going to feel them emotions, but it's about controlling them emotions when you're in trades. If you can control your emotions in trades, then you will start to conquer them psychological battles. However, some people take a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to become consistently profitable, and a lot of it's because of the psychological battles. It took me about 3 years to become consistently profitable. So, and I will put a lot of that down to psychological battles, because I'll tell you something. In the first 3 months of me learning trading, I passed a prop firm account in 3 months. Whether that was luck or not, it can't be. Phase 1 and phase 2, 10%, then 5%. That's because I didn't think about anything else. I had my strategy. I was very naive. Didn't know much about the psychological battles. I was very, very naive, and just thought, and I got my account, and then bang, that's where the psychological battles came in. Got my funded account, and I didn't get one payout. And that was in the first 3 months of me learning to trade, and I lost the account because I got a loss and I couldn't hack it. I got a loss and I was just like, I'm not taking this loss. I need to be up for the day. And I couldn't hack it. So, yeah. Now, 5 years on now, but yeah, it took another 3 years to get consistently profitable, sort out psychological errors in my head. But yeah, that is what it is. Right, that's literally me. I have 500 plus trades with an edge, but not profitable yet. I'm currently 2.5 years in. Okay, man. I mean, you've got your trades, you've got your strategy. What strategy do you trade? Do you mind me asking? Like, how do you trade? Is it similar to me? That'd be interesting to know. But yeah, 2.5 years in, man. Like, it's not bad at all. If you've got your technical analysis down to a point, you've got your strategy, you've got your setups. Like, you're on the way. You know you can be consistent, which is good. So look at my results here, right? I know. How can I drag that down? There we go. Here's all my results on this account. Haven't done loads on it. Took a 1.2% loss there, then just stay consistently with my strategy. But back in the day, right, I'd get a win. Maybe in my first year trading, I'll get all these wins, and then I'll take the loss, right? The 1.2% loss. And then at that point, I'm telling you, I'll lose my head. Psychologically, at that point, I'll be looking to enter another trade, not thinking about, is it a good setup? I'll just take the trade the opposite direction. I'll be revenge trade. Is exactly what I would have done at the beginning of my trading journey, because I didn't want to take that loss and I didn't want to end the day down. But now, I just kept my cool. Let me just check if that was on the same date. So I did take another trade on that day, but reanalyzing the market and then entering a sensible position with a sensible setup, I didn't lose my head and just enter something just to revenge trade and get it back. And then look, ever since, you know, I'm just keeping my head, keeping my cool, sticking to my plan, sticking to my strategy. Nothing changes. But back in the day, I would have revenge traded that 100%. EMA is an engulfing candle with high time frames in favor simple. High time. I'll get you. Yeah, simplicity is the best way forward. Definitely. So look at this trade. Like, it's just a prime example. I said if we close below, I'm not interested in taking these sells. If we close below, I'm not interested because we moved so far bearish already. Too risky to take a trade, right? If you had entered them sells at the break of that previous wick, you would have had, if you had stops below previous candle, it was pretty big, right? But if you might have done, you might still be in the trade. However, if you had stops above the current candle because you wanted to not have the biggest risk, you'd have been taken out. So we broke the previous wick and then we've already broken our current high. So people that have entered themselves are out of the trade. Now we've got 2 minutes left on the candle. We're going to close very small bearish. So very tricky situation. I do like it if now we've closed out a weak bearish. If we can now continue on and break the previous low, right? Grab some liquidity from the downside, and then we continue on to break the previous high. We've got a reverse MC play, and then I'd love to take the buys, but we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. So maybe a potential setup. If we can break the previous lows and then break the previous highs, I would like to take that trade. I have in my journal, I have a good win rate, but my accounts are never in profit. How good of a win rate are we talking at the moment? You have to have a look at some of your losses. Are you losing more than 1 to 2% per trade? Traveler, you have to have a look at that. So I'm sitting at about, if I grab this over, I've got a 79.4% win rate at the moment off over 100 trades. That's since start market cruiser. 109 trades taken. This is consistently profitable for me. So you probably need around like a 70%, 65, 70% win rate. But as long as you're not losing like more than 1 to 2% per trade. It's my February. January, didn't lose a trade. February. Go over to December, I think was pretty. December, not that many trades. 1 break even, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, 1 loss. These are all just based off because I've got multiple accounts with multiple account sizes, so this is just down the middle of 100k. But it's nice to just go back over. November, beautiful. You get the idea. February 2025. Nicola, 1 hour is clean. Yeah, 1 hour. 1 hour impulse entries is nice. Now we're closing just at open price on that previous 15-minute. Really bad price actually. Lots of volume in the market. We can take out these previous lows first and then come up and break the previous highs. I like the buys. But we need to see that low get taken out first. Have to see this get taken out. Haven't even got a bottom wick yet. Nico, I don't like pre-New York. Why is that? Shaola, I recently passed B stage in phase 1, but in phase 2 I blowed it. Oh man, so you proved yourself. You can pass phase 1. You can be consistently profitable. So there's no reason you can't continue on that. So there's things in your trading that you just have to have a look at. And I bet a big factor of that is because you're on to phase 2 and you're nearly there. You start to become inconsistent. You start to rush trades, you start to force trades that aren't there. You just need to take the same setups. And if they don't come up for one day, if your setup doesn't come up on a day, leave it. Don't need to force anything. Just come back the next day and wait for your setup again. I'm making progress, but very slow. Setbacks push me way back. Do you have like a big blow up day? 76% win rate, over 300 trades in 2024. I do not stick to my plan always, leave money on the table. Yeah, that's it then. Really, that's a good win rate, man. Definitely very good win rate. Over 300 trades in 2024. So perfect. You've got that down to a T. I think your losses here are going to be too big then. Your losses must be way too big. And you, like you say, you don't always stick to your plan. So that says it there. Just have to stick to that plan. You've proved to yourself that you can be consistently profitable, which is really, really good. But not sticking to your plan is where it's setting you back, for sure. Just try not to risk. Don't risk more than 1 to 2% a trade. I mean, again, if you lose in, a trade on one day, you've lost 2% on a trade, let's say, and then you rush to take another one, you lose another 2%, that's 4%, and all of a sudden you're nearly at max daily drawdown. And then you're down 5% for one day that you've worked so hard and consistent for. Push with no bottom wick at the moment. Didn't get the setup we wanted. We wanted to take out these previous lows first. Didn't even make a bottom wick. So at any given point, this candle could easily flip, create a bottom wick. After that, then the best looking setup occurs, though. Yeah. Normally the way. Try and get a trade on stream, don't we? And then as soon as we come off stream, a nice setup will appear. No bottom wick whatsoever. No trade. Been the story of today, really. No entries, no setups, no entries. We stay patient. That's all you can do. So, okay, yeah, good to see you, man. How you doing? How are we today? Good to see you. Chowla, I only risk 5% per trade. The problem is when I'm in profit, I close very early to see in profit. I close even if it was just to go BE and take partials. How early are we talking? I mean, because once you're in sensible profits, right? If you're like, for me, if I am 10, 15, 20 pips in profit, I'm securing some partials, go break even. That keeps me consistent, not risking more than 1 to 2% per trade. That should be good enough consistent. Oh, you risk 0.5 per trade. Yeah, man. I mean, it makes sense. Just make sure you keep the market structure as well. Like, if you've got really lots of clean candles to the left-hand side, lots of clean traffic, then you can let them run a bit more. As long as you can make your trades risk-free, you can hold more for sure. But if you are going to make them risk-free, make sure you secure some partials. Trader Saket, you're good. Yeah, good to hit, man. Glad you're all okay. I'm very well as well, thank you. I'm very good, very good. Just staying patient, waiting for a setup at this point. No setup so far. Nice work on your trade the other day. I saw you on your Instagram. You got that lovely daily prediction. Really, really nice. This daily, wasn't it? It was perfect. So nice job on that. Massive trade. Slightly different style trader to me, but like it was really nice to see that you got a lovely entry because I got a really nice push up within that daily bull run as well. So it's nice to see that we both got a part of that. What's the psychology behind that or any advice? Yeah, I mean, you've got the win rate down to a T. I think if you're not sticking to your plan all the time, that's going to be a bit of a detriment to you for sure, Chowla. That was the problem I used to have as well. Didn't you stick to the plan, trying to force some trades? Still pushing with no bottom wick, unfortunately. So no entries. Patience pays though, my friends. Patience pays, chat. Did it? Still no bottom wick pushing. Lucas, maybe we can get 30-minute fake up buys. Potentially, we just have to see how we close here. I'm really not liking this no bottom wick on the 15. That can come get collected at any point. I'd rather it get collected now on this 15-minute candle. Get like the bottom wick, then close back in the range. That'll look a lot cleaner. Just looking. It's been really messy actually. It's been messy for about nearly 2 hours now. All these candles are pure mess. Daniel Person, good to see you, man. Yes, I am a full-time trader. I used to be a teacher in school. I used to be a teacher, and then I went into then I started to learn to trade about 5 years ago. Just during COVID, really. Stopped teaching due to personal reasons, but carried on learning trading. A nice fulfilling job, or just pain. To be honest, I really loved the actual teaching. Teaching the children was great, really rewarding. I was going into my last final year. I was going into head of PE, which I was really excited about. So I love the actual teaching, but everything else that comes with it, honestly, just like everything, I can't tell you how overwhelming it is, and it was really bad for my mental health in the end. It was too much. It just felt like I had no life in the end, really. Yeah, it was just too much, really. But yeah, during the COVID, I started to learn how to trade. Obviously, that was a whole roller coaster in itself, but and it took about 3 years, maybe 2 3/4, to then start becoming consistently profitable. At that point, I was just working part-time, just a random job, and then trading part-time, at which point I created Cruise Effects, building up the community there. And then, yeah, here we are now. As I started to get, I was getting more payouts than my wage, and I thought, right, now's the time. I got 3 funded accounts, and then I thought, I was getting more payouts than my wage, and it's time to go full-time. And yeah, now I'm really happy where I'm at today. It's really good. Also, when I was a teacher, to now, I still miss teaching aspect, and then obviously my passion for trading. So I thought, why not combine the two? Yeah, full-time trader, and I also teach and mentor others as well. So got my two passions and put them together. Perfect. So I'm not missing out on what I used to love. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Thank you. Have I learned from guys like Raja? So yeah, my journey was one of the first courses I did take was Raja's course like 5 years ago. Now that was really good, really insightful. Learned most of it. You can probably see as well. Like I do a lot of things I do now are from what I learned from Raja in his course. So hats off to him. But I started to find some inconsistencies there. And then I went on the vicious cycle of like, right, that's not working, so I go to another course. That's not working, so I went over and learned something else. That's not working, learn something else. And all of a sudden, I've got 4 or 5 different strategies in my head, and it wasn't working because I knew too much information. So stripped it right back, went back to essentially the way Raja trades SRC, but because it wasn't quite as consistent as I needed it to be at the beginning. So then I went through it again and just fine-tuned a few things for myself. I had to just develop a few different setups of my own. And yeah, it kind of like a hybrid of Raja Banks now and what I've developed for myself. A bit of a hybrid of that. So hats off to Raja at the beginning there, but yeah. What kind of style do you trade, Daniel? Yeah, not liking this no bottom wick business on the 15-minute. Use that as a new support. Gonna have to head off in a minute, guys. Anyway, because the stream is ending. But what I'll be looking out for, right? I do want to see this no bottom wick get taken out. I do not like it when there's price actions like this. We form a new support again. If we could form a new resistance anywhere in this area, we could form a new resistance at this point, and then wait for a candle to close below. We could take the sales on down. If we get a candle closure above this area, then back in above this support as well, that'd be even cleaner. Then we've got the clean candles to the upside as well. We are so bullish at the moment, so I would prefer it if we did close back above. We could take the continuation buys. So that's what I'm gonna essentially be looking out for, guys. But at the moment, price action is not looking the cleanest. No bottom wick on the 15-minute. I want to see that get collected, and I think it will at some point. If we do move up, we're going to collect that first. But that is something to look out for. Yes, we have closed back in on the half an hour there. But again, not liking the 15-minute. Then the hourly is still open. We had this big engulfing hourly, so again, the buys are a bit risky at that point. We have taken out the previous highs on the 4-hour, and then if we do really break the current lows, we may see a continuation push bearish there. Again, the daily is nearly at open price, so it's very, very hard and conflicting at the moment. Like I just said, I want to see that bottom wick get taken out. We've just done that. So yeah, we might have to form a new range in this area, guys. Wait for the candle closure and then go from there. Lucas, do I stream daily? I stream with Funding Frontier on Wednesdays and Fridays, 11:30 GMT. So same time as you came on today. And I stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays with my group, Market Cruiser. That's my paid mentorship and my course. I stream for them Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays during the London session. And yeah, that's my timetable. So technically, nearly every day. Daniel, yeah, somewhat for some gold and then some indices, but more classic support resistance strategy. Yeah, nice one, man. So a little bit similar to me then, so you kind of understand what I'm doing here, which is good to see. And then hopefully from the live streams, you could pick up some more things from me as well. But yeah, guys, I'm going to shoot off now anyway. I hope you have a good trading day. Stick to the analysis that I've just drawn out for you there, guys. It's very scrappy price action. Do be aware as well, we have got the news in 58 minutes now. So price might be waiting for that news to clear out because it's really scrappy at the moment. Wait for the news to settle. Don't trade the news. Wait for the news to settle like 15 minutes, half an hour after it. And then we might have a cleaner range to trade. But apart from that, hope you have a good day, guys. And I'll see you on the next one.